Disney's Encanto creates such a beautiful world, but it also makes more questions than it answers. So I want to explore what exactly is going on with the Madrigal's miracle candle. Hey there, family members. Welcome back to the Fangirl. I'm still your hostess, McGann, and I am still way too in love with Encanto. If you haven't seen the movie yet, the gist that's important for this theory is that there's a magical family with a magical house, and it all stems from this candle, which spontaneously turned into something mystical. Yeah, that is a really short analysis, but I've talked about Encanto a lot at this point, and come on, what are you waiting for if you haven't seen it? Go turn on Disney Plus and watch this movie. Have your free therapy session and learn to love yourself again. Okay, so what is this candle doing and how? Well, until we get Encanto the series and they retcon everything, here's what I think. Twice in the movie we're shown the same scene where the candle gets its butterflies and, I guess, superpowers. And it's essentially the same scene, just one removes the messier backstory details. Basically, Abuela's husband Pedro is killed, and in that moment of extreme grief, the candle becomes magical. And that strongly implies that we had some Lily Potter stuff going on there. Out of nowhere, mountains spring up along with a magical house, and I get the feeling that the candle is actually Pedro's spirit. You could also argue that Pedro is the house, and that's certainly plausible, but for now, let's just focus on the candle. Also, let's not forget the fact that Abuela does not seem to have any powers of her own. She's just the keeper of the candle. So the fact that the candle reacts to Abuela's emotional energy is not insignificant. In fact, when watching the flame react, it is very interesting. Chronologically speaking, the first time that we see the candle dim is when Mirabel doesn't get her gift as a little girl. Mirabel is afraid, and she's looking at her grandmother's terrified expression, and flicker, flicker, the flame falls and loses its intensity. But later, we see the flame grow brighter when Antonio gets his door. However, take note at who is right behind the candle, looking at her baby cousin with so much pride, love, and relief. It's Mirabel. Even towards the end, when Isabella and Mirabel hug, the flame chooses that moment to explode when it's the first time that Mirabel and her sister emotionally connect. And when the candle goes out, it's while Mirabel has worked so hard to save the miracle, but the house falls apart and the candle melts away anyways. Mirabel is crushed. She did her best and it wasn't enough. And the flame just dies in her hand. Again, the candle isn't going out randomly, it's reacting to Mirabel's emotional state. And the candle snuffed out and the house fell apart at the exact same time that Mirabel confronts Abuela. That is not an accident, that is Mirabel actively taking away the rest of Abuela's power. So when Mirabel is so upset that she couldn't save the miracle, this 50-year-old candle suddenly turns to nothing. So Mirabel didn't get a door as a child because she was the spirit of the miracle itself. She connected with that candle and a part of her became that candle. So out of the whole Madrigal family, why Mirabel? And why did it all happen then? Well, Abuela is not gonna live forever. And if that candle really does hold the spirit of her dead husband, then they're gonna spend an eternity apart. Which means eventually, at some point, Pedro's spirit would have to let go and pass the torch onto someone else in the family. So that was Mirabel. She was just the right kid at the right time. And that's why when the house is rebuilt and Mirabel grabs the doorknob, it brings the casita back to life. Because all of that yellow sparkly candle magic was already in Mirabel. And come on, Mirabel didn't get a room because she's meant to eventually inherit Abuela's room, duh. You can't have two candle holder doors at the same time, right? Well, at least I assume as much because they don't really explain any of the rules to this magic in this movie. Not to mention, Abuela's kind of getting up there in her years. I mean, she's about 70 at the time the movie is taking place. So she's not gonna last forever. Also, the candle does not return along with the sentient house, so Grandma's just kind of existing on borrowed time at this stage. So it's up to the girl who doesn't have a gift, but who shines internally to take the torch and lead the family forward. And that's where Mirabel and her extreme amount of empathy make the most sense. Mirabel didn't have a gift, gift, Abuela didn't really have her own gift. Now, why that means that Mirabel doesn't get her own room, I mean, again, she's probably going to take Grandma's room eventually, so the house just thought, we'll save the space. Anyways, what do you think? Is Mirabel destined to take over for Abuela? Is Casita technically Mirabel's property now? Will there ever be another candle? Let me know what you think in the comments. It might not be reality, but theories are more fun. Derp time, yeah, yeah, derp time, yay, yay. Okay, no, this movie had all the music. I want to know first and foremost, what is your favorite song in Encanto? Because I cannot pick a favorite. They are all so good. Well, I will say all of the character songs are so good. The ones that they kind of sing over the action, I mean, they're not bad songs, but they're not as good or as catchy as, the real songs. And honestly, I did not love We Don't Talk About Bruno at first, but the more I hear it, the more it becomes an earwig and I become obsessed with it. And what is the most obsessive part to me is when you have Peppa and Felix just setting up this whole scene, and you can see like Felix or Felix, however they say that, he's just sort of like getting her in position and he's getting ready and he's having so much fun. Like, their relationship dynamic is the best part of that entire song, and they don't get enough screen time, so I'm happy that we got that little sense of them in there. But first I was obsessed with the surface pressure song. Then I got into What Else Can I Do? Then it was the Mirabel song. What is that one? Waiting for a Miracle. I don't know the exact name of it. And then I ended up in that final song where they're rebuilding the house, and now I am so obsessed with the Bruno song. Like, people have been walking past me saying really hard butts just to try and set me off with that song, and let me tell you, it works every time. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But it was my wedding day. It was our wedding day. We were getting ready and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. No clouds allowed in the sky. Bruno walks in with his mischievous grin. Thunder. You telling this story or am I? I'm sorry, mi vida, go on. I'm obsessed with that relationship. I want so much more of it. Come on, Encanto the series. Let's have a Peppa and Felix spinoff. I am here for it. Pressure like a drip, drip, drip that'll never stop. Whoa. Pressure that'll tick, tick, tick till you just go pop. Whoa. I also just heard like the best little story about Luisa and how the people who were designing her really had to fight with Disney because they didn't think that any little girls would like this big, bulky, muscular character. So it was a big fight, apparently, to make Luisa into, the He-Man type that she looks like. And so Disney really pulled back on their merchandising. Like, there's really no Luisa shirts. There's no Luisa toys unless you buy like a big gift set. And it turned out that she is so crazy popular that there has been so much demand for Luisa merchandise, and yet Disney made all of this Isabella merchandise where they thought, oh, well, she's classically a lot more pretty, so she's the one that's going to sell. But no, all the little girls who are, I don't know, it's not Gen Z anymore, is it? What is the generation after Gen Z? But all of these little kids that are watching this movie are like, yay, Luisa! And it is so going to be the Surface Pressure song. I mean, that is such a good song. And you see her just get so upset and vulnerable, and who does not love Luisa? I will fight you if you do not like Luisa. She is like the soul of the family, just trying to do her best even when she can't do it anymore. She just wants to carry the whole load for everybody so that they have less to carry. She's good people. Under the surface, was Hercules ever like, yo, I don't want to fight Cerberus? Under the surface, I'm pretty sure I'm worthless if I can't be of service. A flaw or a crack, the straw in the stack that breaks the camel's back. What breaks the camel's back? It's pressure like a drip, drip, drip that'll never stop. Whoa. Pressure that'll tip, tip, tip till you just go pop. Whoa. That song is so good. Like, who doesn't relate to Luisa? If you don't speak up in the comments so that we can all publicly yell at you for it. Either that or just be silent and grateful for your very easy, blessed life. Okay, I've surely done enough derps at this point to fill out the padding time of this video so that it's not like a 3-minute runtime. I hope you guys are commenting. I hope you guys are enjoying. And if you like these Encanto videos, please comment and like and subscribe and share so that it gets more views and I go, hey, the stats on this video are really good. I guess I'll keep talking about Encanto. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all so much, and we will see you next time, family members. Bye! That's the worst Super Mario. I can't speak. I has the dumb every time I start the recording. It's like my brain forgets how to wordy word.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
Did you hear that? The Google Assistant just yelled back at me. I wasn't even talking to it. It scared the crap out of me. I thought I was about to be murdered by a robot. I'm afraid of robots. Well, family members, we're almost done, but I want to invite you to hang out with me in some other places. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as my own personal self, and I have a Facebook page too, but I mostly just post photos over there. And sometimes people say, hey McGann, I want to mail you something. How do I do that? Easy. Just click the About tab on my channel page, and my most current P.O. Box info will be right there. I also run another channel, The Family. It's really a hodgepodge channel where we might post anything. Oh yeah, and I also sell shirts and stickers and stuff with the Family and the Fangirl logos. If that is your cup of tea, I have a link in every description of every video. Finally, if you want to help out the Fangirl channel and make sure I'm putting out video essays for years to come, the best way you can help is by subscribing and watching more of my videos, whether they're new, old, whatever. Maybe even share one or two on social media, help spread the word. People who watch to the end of videos like you helps to tell the site, hey, this is a good video, we should recommend it to other people. So if you made it this far, leave me a comment of something like, hey, I made it to the end. Love ya. See you next time, family members. Bye.